Shed a few and learn how to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
How was today's practice?
It was good. It was, we got the pads on obviously, which makes it a whole different, brings a whole different element to the practice. A lot more physicality. A lot of good things. Still a lot of, sloppy things early on in camp. Day 3, false starts. Not owning the snap count, that type of stuff. And so, certainly a lot to work on. But for 3 days in, I'd say we're in a good spot right now. We'll come back and have another physical practice tomorrow. And what the key is the guys keep working and keep focusing and not go into survival mode and just try to survive the practices, but actually continue to, get better and focus on what they're doing.
You singled out the wide receivers and defensive line yesterday. Who stood out to you today and maybe throughout the week?
Well, the running backs. Zach Moss is the leader of that group, the unquestioned leader of that group. But between him and Brumfield and the young guys and Woodward, we got a deep group of running backs, which it seems like it's been a few years since we've had as much depth as we have right now.
What's so special about Jalen Johnson? Is he as good as he is? Is he a combination of things?
Well, he's got the whole package as far as what you look for in a corner. He's got size, quickness, great hips, instincts, ball skills, great balance, great closing speed. He's, when you put together an ideal corner, he's the whole package.
Is he as good as you've had as a defensive back?
Well, time will tell, but I think so far, absolutely. But he's this will be an important year for him, and he's worked his tail off. I was here in the facility a week ago Friday night at 9 p.m. and he's in there watching film. In the film room, 9 p.m. on a Friday night. So that tells you the kind of dedication and attention to detail that he's had all summer long.
These type of players, how many of them are self-motivated? I know everybody's going to be a little different, but how much easier it is to coach those?
Well, the really good ones are almost all self-motivated. That's just how it is, and they're intrinsically, they got that passion and the fire, and if you got a guy that you constantly got to jump start and get all over, usually, that's going to be a short-term guy. He's not going to survive.
Anything change with the offensive line in terms of now you have pads and can see them a little bit?
No, we'll get a good evaluation off film off of this practice, and another one tomorrow, and then Monday we'll start to see, hone in on more who that top 8 or 9 guys are, who those top 8 or 9 guys are.
There's been a lot of talk about this team being a little bit more run identity type, establishing the run first. Is that more of an ideal type of setting where you maybe suck in the defense a little bit and then you can open up the passing game, or what's so unique about this offense?
Well, first of all, we want to be balanced. I think any good offense or great offense is balanced. There are some exceptions to that, but typically if you're a threat to run the football and throw the football, and the defense has to consciously defend both, then you got a shot. We got the best running back in the Pac-12 in my opinion, in Zach Moss. And so we want to make sure he gets his touches, and we've been physical up front for a lot of years on the O-line. The tight ends are going to be featured this year a lot more, not only in the throw game but running the football. So I think everything, the passing game seems to open up, and things certainly become a lot easier in the pass game when you have an effective running game.
How confident are you in Tyler being under center? I know that's probably a little different than what he's played the last few years.
Very confident. He's got the skill set to thrive in that situation. He's athletic. He's got great feet, great quickness, and I think I've told you before. Andy has made the statement that he's not coached a guy that has that skill set, of complete athleticism, the whole package.
When you look at this team, what stands out to you from this maybe last year or anything like that?
I just think this team is ready to build on what we did last year. So it's not a markedly different feel. It's got the same feel that last year's group had as far as the leadership, the maturity, the work ethic. But we got most of the guys back, and they're all a year older, a year more mature, a year stronger, a year, just soaking in the system. And so I think it's just trying to build on what we were able to accomplish last year. Not take a step back, but take another step forward.
Is there any side of the ball that's maybe a little more advanced so far?
Defense, yeah, without a doubt. We got that offense. One thing they have going for them is they're going to be going up against one of the best defenses in the country on a daily basis, and so that provides for a lot of growth for the offense.
Is this the deepest team you've had? I know we ask you this probably every year, probably in the last 3 or 4 years. Is this the deepest team you've had under your?
I'd say probably across the board. There's still certain positions that are a little bit questionable depth-wise, but it just seems like each year we've been able to add a little more depth, across the board. And I don't know anybody in the country that says, hey, we've got depth at every position, we're set. But we're certainly in the 1 to 85 roster, more talent, more depth than I believe we've had. So I guess the answer is yes, but it doesn't mean every position has been solidified. Okay, guys.